Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Yanya Caballista City Skater. It's time for the final video of this series. And boy has it been quite a ride. But yeah, funny enough, I managed to beat this on my third attempt at the level. And on that third attempt, I mean, it wasn't even like the first two attempts were anything major. It was because I screwed up the first trick and I just figured, might as well just restart. There's no point in me trying to chip away at their health. So yeah, this is actually my third attempt of this recording session at this level. And this was the first recording session after the previous part was done. So yeah, I think I did pretty well. And that's why I'm keeping in this run, because it makes my previous run of this level look like utter crap. And it was utter crap. But yeah, I was pretty much just doing the same thing that I did in that successful run, just better. I don't think I really did anything too differently. Like, even with these Gawoo right here, I ended up landing on the little pier or whatever the devil this is, then doing that U-turn like right there, and yeah. Although of course I had to get that red one on the third attempt. But other than that, I still wasn't too stressed for time. So I guess I just needed to take a little break and come back to this with a just, you know, new outlook on life. I even did the same thing there. Just do one little delayed grab to chip away at them, take the 10-second penalty, and then get them on the second attempt. I know it has to be possible to get rid of that grab one in one trick, but I just still couldn't figure it out. And I have no clue. But it doesn't really matter, because at least I was able to beat him in the long run. So yeah, as you can see, things went insanely well right there, and now we're fighting King Gawoo, and I don't know what was different on this attempt, but I soundly trounced him. I gave him a very good beating indeed. I guess it was just because I was a little more calm this time around. And I really thought for sure, like right there, I crashed and burned. So yep, we are now descending into the hell portal that he has summoned. And I don't know, I mean, things went a lot better this time around, and if memory serves me correctly, not once did he hit me with one of those bombs. That just goes to show you how easy they are to avoid. Hell, the different ministers, like Minister Spade, Club, Jack, Diamond, all of them, they were actually harder than this fight. The only hard part about this is like just making sure you're doing the right trick when he's the right color. Yeah, see, I landed in the midst of the bombs and not one of them hit me. That's kind of sad. Yeah, he can't handle tricks of that magnitude. And unfortunately, I wasn't in his line of sight. Yeah, what I wanted to do there was pull off like an insane quadruple grab combo, but it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, seriously, like, what's up with those bombs? He's throwing clusters of them and I'm not even getting hit. And that was the trick that killed him. A 2870 spin. Granted, I mean, that would be, you know, all kinds of impossible in reality, but, whatever. That did him in. And that's the game. Finally, you have beaten the King Gawoo. The rift in space has been closed and Amy has returned from that topsy-turvy world. The awesome tricks of the Caballista have rid the streets of the fearsome Gawoo. New San Francisco is saved, and peace is once more restored. Viva Caballista! Viva Skateboarding! Awesome. That's just awesome. The moment I saw that, I was just laughing for like 2 minutes straight. Just laughing until tears came out of my eyes. Like, cause you don't expect that. Viva Caballista and Viva Skateboarding. Viva Skateboarding indeed, game. But yeah, I also like how on that first ending slate, it just has like that little gap in the sentence just to input name here kind of thing. Like, just for whoever you beat the game with. That's just amazing. Like, Amy has returned. Jet has returned. Like, I don't know. I just like that. I just like that. But yeah, all in all, that's the game. And looking back on it, I don't know. I mean, I still don't think it's that great of a game. Hell, I don't even know if I would consider it good. I mean, the controls are all kinds of awful, but I don't know. I mean, it looks nice. It does have a nice little sense of humor. I don't know. I'm just kind of torn on it. I mean, like in terms of quality, from an entertainment standpoint, I loved it. It's just all kinds of entertaining and enjoyable once you get past that initial hurdle of the controls. Like, usually people will say like, oh, well, if you have to get used to the controls, it must not be that enjoyable of a game. But I don't know. I mean, once you figure out what they want you to do, it can get kind of fun, except when the game doesn't register certain tricks you're doing. That's never fun. But yeah, I mean, looking back on it now, I really like this game. Would I recommend it? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's cheap as all kinds of hell on Amazon. I mean, last I checked, I think it was like 1 cent for a used copy that's actually in really good condition. I mean, and hey, I mean, if you're better than me, you might be able to beat this using the fingerboard on the analog stick. I highly doubt that. But yep, thanks, Koei. I kind of want a sequel to this, but I know it's never going to happen. This is from 2001. Anyway, the end. And yep, there we go. Flip side, 100% complete. It's pretty great. I felt so proud of myself when I saw that. I was like, yes! And then there's Go-Woo. He gives up. And I like how there's a little translation there. He'll turn over a new leaf. Yep. He'll do anything, he promises. You've gotten Go-Woo. And we've unlocked hard mode for street mode. Yeah. But I don't even know, like, I mean, well, apparently this is just some random Go-Woo. I mean, that's like, hey, you know what? These guys are cool. I'm going to join up with them. He's like the only Go-Woo that's not like one of the ministers that can actually skateboard. And man, is he good. Like, holy crap, is he good. Yeah, he doesn't show up on the character select, so you either have to go up from Jet or down from Amy. And there he is. I still don't even know if I was pronouncing Amy correctly. I mean, maybe it would be M, because she is French. Oh yeah, and this is talking about a new little gimmick that would have been helpful earlier, telling you about how to, like, double push. Which I think I accidentally did that a few times during the main game, but yeah, apparently that's going to be really helpful for hard mode. Kind of messed up that they don't give you a chance to practice it. But yeah, like, considering Amy is French, would you pronounce that M? Because, like, the phrase je t'aime, you know, that's J-E-T apostrophe A-I-M-E. Amy's name just has an extra E. I don't know. I don't know about these pronunciations. But yes, this is Go-Woo in action, and this is a little look at hard mode. First stage of hard mode, and we're already dealing with, like, level 8 Go-Woo. And I'm just crashing and burning because I'm not used to this. Like, controlling Go-Woo almost feels like I'm playing a Tony Hawk game with all the cheats activated. because I don't know, he just feels a lot more fluid than the other characters. I mean, when I first tried out Amy, I was like, wow, she is really good and feels a lot different from everyone else. Like, she's a big step up from all the other people. And now I have Gawoo here, and he's like an even bigger step up from Amy. So, yeah, he is just all kinds of great. But yeah, I'm just doing this one little look at hard mode because I am not going to just complete this on camera. Maybe I'll do it on my own time because I've gained a greater appreciation of this game and actually find it a little fun now when things work well. But as for a part of this LP, like this is the final part. I'm not going to record this on video because it's too hard. I mean, this is a Japanese game, so Japanese games are inherently like already like super hard. So just imagine what hard mode for a Japanese game is. It's like you're playing Gradius or Ikaruga and you finally beat it and it's like, hey, here's an even harder mode of what you just did. What you did was easy or normal. And then your brain just melts and you start to cry. I mean, Gradius and Ikaruga, those are like extreme examples. But I mean, hell, look at Super Mario Bros. 2. Nintendo kept that out of the US because they figured it was too hard for Americans. And then we finally get it and it's like, wow, they were right. This is like ROM hack hard. They're just trolling us with this. And again, that came out as a part of Super Mario All-Stars before ROM hacks were even a really big thing, so yeah. Well, I guess that game served as inspiration for ROM hacks. But just to give you an idea of how hard mode is in this game, the manual includes a strategy guide for it. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna have the picture up right here, hope I remember, but yes, the final page of the manual. And yeah, I was just looking to see whether Google were there. Well, I don't even know if this picture will cover up the whole thing or not, but whatever. The final page of the manual has is just devoted to how to beat hard mode. You get like little tips for the various stages for front side and flip side, and then at the bottom it tells you how to deal with like the exact Gawoo. Like, for example, okay, for all the level 5 white Gawoo you see, a spin flip will suffice. For anything above level 11, you want to do an accumulated combo into a spin triple flip ending with a grab. Like, it even tells you how long to hold the grabs for the yellow Gawoo. That is frightening that a manual has to include the strategy guide on how to beat hard mode in the game. If that's not intimidating, I don't know what is. So, yeah, I mean, I was already sort of losing my mind with some of the regular stages on here, so hard mode is not about to happen. On video, at least. But, yeah, this is still a pretty fun game. Far from perfect, and I probably would still play a Tony Hawk game over this any day of the week. But now I don't look at this as the black sheep of my video game collection. I appreciate it now. It does what it, well, I mean, it accomplishes what it set out to do, and that's just be a wacky, goofy, entertaining game. And I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, this is stage 1, and granted, I wasn't even like doing anything serious here, but I'm using the best character in the game so far, and I'm barely able to accomplish anything. When I say best character in the game so far, because when you beat hard mode, you unlock King Gawoo. I will probably never be seeing him in action, considering I'm like the only person on the internet to do videos of this game, so yeah. But anyway, we're just going here real quick to show off Gawoo's winning animation, because, you know, I showed everybody else's off, why not his? Oh yeah, and unfortunately, because he's a secret character, just like King of Wu, he doesn't have a little description in the manual. So we will never know his age or his favorite trick. I love how he kind of spazzes out on the board when you push. That's funny. It's the little things. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching this LP. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you next time for something else. Goodbye. And remember, Viva Caballista, Viva Skateboarding.